Hey, I'm Kat.
And I'm Larry.
And today we're going to fix some food for you.
For our 4th of July party.
Happy 4th of July. Good morning, Fly Babies. Today I'm going to be making baked beans and potato salad. So first, come on in here and I'll show you how I cut the onion, which I'll use for both things. First, I peel the onion so you get all that peeling off. And then I cut it in half.
No.
And then because this has got lots of little things in it this way, I'm going to cut it two ways. I'm going to cut it, and if you'll turn your fingers this way, you won't cut your fingers. So I'm going to cut it this way first. Actually, I'm going to put one finger here today. Oops, stop. Keep going. Stop. Okay, anyway, basically you're cutting it into little slivers that way. Then I turn it this way and cut it like this. And you can see it's little tiny pieces because in my family, we don't like gigantic pieces, so we have little tiny dice. And I'm going to do this to the whole onion. So this is what it looks like when it's all done. It's little fine dice like that. All right. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in a pan, and I'm going to fry up those onions so they won't be crunchy once I bake them in the stove. So I put one little onion in there to see when it gets hot enough, and now I'm going to put all the rest. The other half of the onion will go into the potato salad. And just fry this up. This is what they look like when they're done. They're just a little bit brown and wilted. I'm going to use this gigantic can of Bush's baked beans. I'm making quite a lot of these because I'm going to take it to a family party that we're having for the 4th of July. So if you're watching this today, the 4th of July, happy 4th of July. I'm going to pour all this in this big baking pan and just mix it right in the pan. I say the less pots, the better. That's good. I'm going to kind of mash them around. And then what I put in here is mustard, ketchup. Whoops, this is a brand new ketchup. I've got to peel the top off. Use my teeth. You're not supposed to do that, but I say teeth are great, just like hands. All right, mustard, ketchup. Put some ketchup in there. All right, I'm going to put a little syrup in here. I'm going to put a little, I used to use brown sugar. This is coconut sugar, which is a little looser, but it does the same thing. And stir that all around. Oh, you know what I forgot? Let's put a little Worcestershire sauce in it. So I'm going to put a few shakes of Worcestershire sauce in here. Okay. And that's it. I'm going to stir this up and then do my final little cheat. Oh wait, I got to stir my onions, don't I? Okay, let me get the onions. Don't go anywhere. Here I am. Okay, here's the onions. Good. Stir these in. These aren't going to be super oniony, just a little, because that when you caramelize the onions like that, it makes them sweet. Okay, we're just looks pretty done. Now here's my cheat as well. I love this stuff. I get it from Costco, and it's pre-cooked bacon. And no, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm just using things that I have that I like. So I'm going to get several pieces of this pre-cooked bacon and lay it across the top of the pan. It'll give it a nice flavor and be delicious. That's it. Now I'm going to put it in a 350 oven and bake it for about an hour till it kind of bakes down and caramelizes. So in it goes. Okay, now we're going to start our potato salad. So first you have to find a great potato peeler. And here he is. I'm going to be making the potato salad in my Instant Pot. Today Larry's cutting up about 4 pounds of potato. It's an 8-pound bag. I'm using about half of them, so it'll be about 4 pounds of potatoes. Also going to be using some eggs, some dill relish. I don't use sweet pickle, I use dill. some Duke's mayonnaise, and some mustard, and of course my onions. I'm also going to be using a little celery salt for flavor and regular salt for when I cook the potatoes, because you have to salt the potatoes or they'll never be salty enough when you're cooking them. Look at him go. Woohoo! Larry said that if you get the skin wet, they peel better, and if you don't use a lot of pressure, you just go real quick and light pressure, you save the most potato and it comes off easier. We used to peel potatoes as a kid in a restaurant. A trick that I use is to open up the potato bag and put it in the sink so that while we're peeling the potatoes, the skins have a place to go, so it'll be real easy cleanup. You can't put potato skins down your disposal. Don't even think about it. Here's the cleanup. Pretty easy. Thanks, honey.
You're welcome.
Okay, for the potatoes, as you can see, I've cut them up into bite-sized pieces. If you cut them up too small, I think in this pot they'll get too soft. Then I take my russet potato, I turn it long ways so it's on the skinny side, and I cut it in half. See? And lay it face down, and I run 2 long cuts down the potato, and then bite-sized pieces. That's good enough. That one's a little, whoopsie, that one's a little big. And this one. Oops. All right.
Check and make sure there's no fingers in there.
No fingers. Okay. I've just rinsed 4 eggs, and I'm going to put them right down in here. When I cook in a pot of water, I do the same thing. So I put them right down in here, and now I'm going to put about 1.5 cups of water. Before I put in the second half a cup, I'm going to go ahead and add my salt, because I want it to get down in there. You have to give it a lot of salt because it's going to absorb into the potato now, not later. That was probably about 1 tablespoon. And now I do the last half cup. Kind of rinse it down in there a little bit. And that's it. I'm going to put the lid on. Turn the steamer so it will block the steam. Go to manual and set it for 7 minutes. And it'll start on its own. So I've been keeping these stinky little onions under cover in here. I'm going to add in some, I like the Vlasic dill relish. It's delicious. And I'm shaking about 1 tablespoon in there. I'm going to put a good squirt of mustard. I'd say this is probably going to be 1 teaspoon, maybe 2 teaspoons. This is the celery salt, so I'm going to put some celery salt in there. Not too much. And now I'm going to use the rest of this Duke's mayonnaise. We're a Duke's mayonnaise family. And then I'm going to have to use part of this one. Let me get out my spoon. Or fork, whatever. Okay, and a little bit more. I'm probably going to use about 1 cup of mayonnaise. Excuse my fingers. Oh man, not another one. Hold on. Oh, maybe I don't have to use my teeth. Yay! Okay. And it's all over my fingers, sorry. We'll get about another ½ cup out. And that's probably going to be enough. Let's stir it around and see what it looks like. I think that's going to be good. I may end up putting a little more mayonnaise in there, but I'm going to wait and see when I put the potatoes in and the eggs. While the potatoes are cooking, take advantage of the time to clean up your kitchen. And here's what the beans look like right now. Let's look. Ooh, they're starting to bubble. Oops, sorry about that. Let me see them again. They're starting to bubble a little bit. And they smell good too. So you let off the steam once it's done. I always turn it off here or unplug it. I'll just do both before I open it. You can see the steam is done, so we're going to turn it, tilt it over. I have an older version. Mine doesn't hook on the side, but that's fine. And now I'm going to get these eggs out. Come here, egg. Okay, and let's see if these are done. Oh yeah, they're perfect. Stop. So I'm going to take these out and drain them in this. I've got a little strainer in here, so I'm going to pour them in. This pot is hot, so be careful. It's important to soak these in cold water. I forgot to do that, so here's some ice water on them. They should be fine. Okay, Larry said he has a trick.
It's not really a trick, it just gets the egg ready to peel.
I want you to see how beautiful these eggs are when you cook them in the pot. Look how gorgeous. Absolutely perfect eggs every time. That was 7 minutes along with all the potatoes. All right. What I'm doing now is dumping out the little yolk. And I'm going to actually mash the yolks up and put them in the mixture here and then cut up the whites. Whoops, that one escaped. All right, so I'm going to do that. When we cut up the whites, we'll stir them in. So let's cut these up. That's good. This is a kind of a new trick that I learned lately, and I think it's awesome just to take the egg yolk and put it in here. Stir that up. All right, that's good. Now I'm going to cut, whoops, that's not good. Messy cook. Now I'm going to cut these little egg yolks up. Fine dice. What do you think? Should I go a little more? I think they look pretty good. What do you think, Mr. B?
I think we need to look for finger parts again.
Do they look good?
Looking good so far.
All right, we're going to use the messy spoon. Let me rinse it off the bottom. Okay. Put the egg whites in. Cooking is not a very tidy thing, but it's creative, and who cares if you make a little mess as long as you clean it up, right? So mine are never, my cooking shows will never be Pinterest perfect. Okay, here we go with the potatoes. They're nice and hot. Some people cool the potatoes down. I actually don't like to cool the potatoes. I like them to kind of get soft a little bit. And just keep digging from the bottom and turning. They're starting to look good. Mr. B, these are looking good.
Yep, sample it.
No sample yet. I got to finish stirring. That one's dark, honey.
I'll eat it.
No, I don't want to put that one in. Oh man, that looks great. Okay. I don't have any paprika, or I'd put a little paprika on top.
My mouth's watering.
My mouth's watering? Okay, let me rinse my finger off. Oops. Ready to bite?
Yes.
Want a little bite? Okay. How's that bite look? Is it hot?
Mmm.
Good?
It is awesome. It is so good.
All right.
It's the best you've ever made.
Well, how about looking at me then?
Oh, best you've ever made.
Yay, go me.
Yes.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like it, Put a thumbs up. If you want to share it, share it. You've already seen my beans. I showed them to you earlier. You want to get one more look? Let's look. Come on. They do look good.
Sample?
Look at that. No, we can't sample these.
Oh,
They're too
man.
hot. Too hot. Those look wonderful. See how, come up close, baby. See how they've caramelized around the edge? Let me turn a light on. Is that better?
Mm-hmm.
Don't those look good? Everyone will love those. And they're not greasy because I used to make it with raw bacon, but it puts grease in it. And this way, these little cooked bacon slices give them no grease. So,
I can't wait till they cool off.
all right. So anyway, happy 4th of July. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to share it with anybody who might not know how to cook or wants to have a good laugh, go ahead and share. And please leave your comments below. I'd love to see and hear about all the things that you make. Have a great day. And remember, you are beautiful.